It's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people from all around the world, it's yours truly, Rocky in the building, and this weekend is that time again, folks. It is horse race time. That's right, and we're going to start out with the Kentucky Derby, the Run for the Roses, the fastest and most exciting 2 minutes in sports. A lot of people will debate on that part, but that's what it's known for. One of the three races to get the Triple Crown. The other two, of course, Preakness and Belmont Stakes. But we'll get to that some other time. Here, we want to talk about the Kentucky Derby. I'm here to let you guys talk about the history, how it started, who started it, excuse me, how it all came to be, what's so amazing about it, and some of the traditions. And I've learned the importance about the dress code. So bear with me. Let's get started. Hold on. Didn't have to sneeze at that point. Anyway, let's begin. Back in 1872, a man named Colonel Meriwether Lewis Clark Jr., who's the grandson of William Clark from the Lewis and Clark explorations, in 1872, he traveled to good old England, visiting Epsom in Surrey, where they had the Derby, which is pretty much what it is now. But they were running since 1780. Amazing, isn't it? So yeah. So 1780, they had the Derby in England. 1872, he said, you know what, let me just go over here. Anyway, he was like, this is really interesting. Do you guys got like a horse-like committee type thing? I must say, young man, I do not believe we do, but if you go to good old Petty, I believe they do have some pip-pip-chitty. That was literally the worst British accent impression ever. I apologize to all my British folks out there. Please forgive me. So let's just say he went over to Paris to get some more information. And he actually found that the French he actually got a chance to meet folks that were known as the French Jockey Club, which started in 1863. The Grand Prix de Paris at the time was the greatest race in France. So once he realized everything about it, he's like, man, this is amazing. I'm loving this. If only people in the United States should do this more. Fly back to the United States in his home in Louisville, Kentucky. That's when he started to raise money and started the Louisville Jockey Club. To build like top-notch racing facilities outside of Louisville. Because, let's face it, they weren't really into horses like that. But he made the club, got the money, started building the area what now is the Churchill Downs. And by the way, they were named Churchill Downs after John and Henry Churchill, not Winston, John and Henry Churchill, brothers, who provided that area, which became the Downs where it is now. They named it, they made the name official in 1937. And what's even more interesting is the fact that at first the distance was 1.5 miles since they started it. But then in 1896, they realized it's a little too much. Let's make it 1.25 miles. Make it about a good 2 minutes. That'll get people hyped. And of course, when it comes to the type of horses, they have to be 3 years old and thoroughbreds. Yeah. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say the following questions. First off, what's the whole thing with the roses? Keep in mind, the key word for all of this is tradition. Basically, everything that Colonel Clark Jr. seen in England with their derby pretty much literally brought all of it to the United States. So, everything that we're going to talk about is all based from England. So you can thank the Brits for all the things that you see or what we're going to find out. So, the Run for the Roses. Basically, it's a blanket of roses awarded to the winner of the horse. Exactly 554 fresh roses made into a blanket to put on the horse as the ultimate winner. Back in 1863, there's a New York City socialite by the name of E. Barry Wall. He, what got Colonel Clark was like they attended a post-race party. Clark Jr. saw Mr. Wall give roses to women, a la The Bachelor, Bachelorette, that type of stuff. But instead of saying, will you continue on, it's more of a, thank you for being here. Which then he's like, oh wow, that turned him on. So then he decided, you know what? Done. Roses, the official flower. And then in 1896, they were draping the roses on the winner. Till they decided to make that blankets, which made it even more extravagant. Then the governor of Kentucky would award the garland and trophy to the jockey. Now, why the jockey's got to be about 3 feet tall? Better advantage, I believe. I don't know. That's a stigma. Not every jockey is going to be short. They do have to be light, though. That way the horses can run faster. Now, another tradition is before you would hear the phrase, riders up, pretty much to get the jockeys ready, get the mount, the horse, so they can prepare for the race. Normally, it will be the paddock judge, but then starting in 2012, you would either have a dignitary or a famous celebrity recite those words. And what you just heard in the intro, was the call on the trumpet. That lets you know we're getting ready to race, baby. Famous. I think everybody knows that one. Now, I know we're going to now get to the part what a lot of people are really going to ask. What do I need to wear to attend the Kentucky Derby, and how much are the tickets? Well, a lot of people don't know, but around the Churchill Downs, there's different areas to where you can participate. They may have different events, different presentations, different features, so what, And I think also it all depends on what you're going to be doing. You got to have the right attire. Again, tradition, England, Europe. This is all Europe. That's pretty much what the Kentucky Derby is. It's European American style. Does that make sense? I feel like it kind of does, but it does. Anyway. But yes, you do have to wear some more appropriate attire. What do we mean? Well, depending on certain things, there are 3 casual attires. There's 3 of them. You got track casual, where I think if you're just going to attend to see the race and maybe just kind of socialize, kind of like going to a ball game where if you got like the team jersey and stuff like that. But we're places like the Angry Orchard Rose Club, the Aristides Lounge, Courtyard 118, 119, Millionaires Row, a few of those places. You can what's highly recommended, because even though there's not an official dress code, um the management and security can stop you if your outfit is deemed inappropriate. What do we mean? If you go there wearing like a t-shirt, a pair of like ripped jeans, some Nikes, that's a no-go. If you go out there wearing like a basketball shorts and J's and a t-shirt, no go. These folks take that attire look very seriously. That's why I know folks are like, it doesn't make sense. It's a horse race. Tradition is the word, people. That's the word. So again, not only do I feel like the race is prestigious, I want it to look as well, says Colonel Clark Jr. So, what are some ways you can be track casual, you say? Well, for the ladies, you can wear a simple dress, pantsuit if you like, maybe some capris with a nice blouse. For the men, you can wear a nice dress shirt. No ties required in any of these situations. You don't have to wear a tie. You can if you want to kind of really be jazzy, but you don't have to. But dress shirt, a nice vest, some slacks, maybe golf shorts. If you do feel like it feels really hot, because sometimes it does get hot during this time of the year in Kentucky for sure. Dress shorts, stuff like that. Maybe a sweater, like a lightweight sweater. That would be fine. Jackets and blazers is optional for the track casual. Everyone has to at least be track casual. Now, if you're going to do more things, you got to go to the next level, which is smart casual. That's if you're going to like the Grand Foyer, Derby Room, Oaks Room, Steaks Balcony, few of those places. If you're going to do a few more gatherings, if you're going to do a few more things, you want to do smart casual, that's when you have to do a few more. Practically almost just like the track casual, but it doesn't apply to kids under 12. That's their official rule. You can go on their website, Churchill Downs website. They got all of the descriptions, but I'm here to let you guys know some of the upkeeps. Now, you got track casual, smart casual, but then if you're going to be the big bosses, if you're going to be going pretty much experience the entire Derby race, you got to go business casual. That's when you got to really be fly. That's when you can go to like the suites, the balconies, turf clubs, balconies, lounges, terrace, the jockey's room, trophy room, all of that. Now you gotta go business casual. Gotta rock the suit. Shirt, vest, jacket or blazer. Gotta get the right slacks to fit. Your nice shoes. Ladies gotta wear dress, pantsuits, capris. That's pretty much what they gonna do. Now, a lot of these places, they do have lightweight, like super thin, I think linen suits, I believe. You can wear those. And that way you won't feel as hot as compared to traditional suits. But if you're going to be doing like the whole entire experience, gotta really dress up. And it's going to cost. I just checked. The minimum tickets are like $400 per person. So if you're gonna be going like with the racer, with the people who own the horses and all the teams, the jockeys, what have you're looking at you're looking at four, maybe five figures, maybe. And don't even get me started with the betting scenarios. Days before the race, they will always have the names of the horses and what the odds are. The odds are favorites. A lot of people, of course, put a lot of money on the favorites. I'd say put about a good little chunk on the favorite and then put probably a little more on a surprise one because there will be some shockers. Oh, yeah, there will be some those that'll shock you. You'll be like, who was this horse? Where did they come from? And oh, and it won. Well, 400 to 1 odds. Well, whoever bet money on them, I hope they put a good chunk because they will be living the good life. Don't forget to pay taxes and fees afterwards, folks. The feds will come after you. But a couple of weeks before the race, there's going to be an air show, fireworks show, just something to get involved. Matter of fact, I believe the Thursday before the Derby, they have what is called Thurby. Pretty much is like a hat with the horse's head of the horse that is your favorite, and I find that to be interesting. Now, I know what you're going to say. Do they have food and beverages? They do have food and beverages. Now, if you really want to keep it traditional, if you're going to do a traditional, this is what they have. Burgoo with a mint julep, if you're an adult. I'm sure they have other things like maybe steak and, like the real good dining type foods and beverages, and probably have like some hot dogs or chicken or something like that. But I say if you really want to keep things traditional, have some burgoo with a mint julep. What is that, you say? Well, a burgoo is pretty much a thick stew. It's a thick stew, has beef, chicken, pork, with mixed vegetables, and it comes with a side of cornbread or corn muffins, depends however you like it. And a mint julep is a drink. I, for one, I don't think I'm gonna have to try a mint julep one day. See how it is. I'm not really that big on mint unless it's like gum to keep my breath fresh. That's another story. But a mint julep is a cocktail with bourbon, sugar, and water with crushed or shaved ice with a nice piece of mint. Now, ever since the Kentucky Derby happened, mint juleps was like the drink to have while you're at the Derby. And they used to serve them in like ice frosted silver julep cups. They used to have those, but then in 1939 they're like, we can actually make some money out of this. So what they did is they ended up having souvenir glasses, and to really boost it up, they would have like the years of the Derby. Each year, the winner of the horse, all around, kind of like a Stanley Cup in a cup. But I would say always make sure if you do plan on going, pre-order your tickets early. Make sure you got good staying. Make sure you know exactly what you're going to do. And make sure you dress appropriately. Make sure you do all these, you're going to have a blast. As for me, I will be in the house watching on NBC with some nachos and beer. But hey, that's my little thing on the Kentucky Derby. I will admit it is a very exciting event, especially for all you horse racing fans out there. Even those that aren't really into horse racing, they're just going to wait on the race. Maybe they want to get involved with the gambling scene. Don't make it an addiction, folks. Do not become a gambling addict. It's not worth it. But yeah, it's a lot of history, a lot of tradition, that still holds to this day, and I'm sure will hold throughout the test of time. Um, I will say, if you are gonna do all these things, just be prepared. And like I say, you get a chance, check out Churchill Downs website. If there's some questions, they got representatives there, and they'll tell you everything what you need to do. But that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys had a great time. Be sure you hit the like button, subscribe to yours truly, and share amongst all your favorite horse racing fans and friends and family. And I will see y'all later.